Alright everybody, welcome back to the shop, and I've got the guide coat sprayed on, and somebody said that y'all could see that line, but you know I can't even see it now, somewhere in this area. Anyway, what I wanted to do is wet sand this with 800 grit. But I'm not sure I've got any wet sandpaper. All I've got is, I think this is made for wet and dry. Let's see, this is 800. Alright, P800. It is a sticky, but I don't know. It don't say wet dry, it says MA, whatever that means. 6-inch. I've got this, and I've got that's about all I've got. I got some 5-inch stuff there, 1,000, 1,200. I don't even know why I bought them. I don't even use them. Got some 1,500 6-inch, and I got some 80 grit 5-inch, and that's about it. I've got some more sandpaper ordered, some wet dry 800 grit narrow papers for my sanding disc or hand sand, but I'm gonna try this to see. It don't feel like it's paper. That's what I'm getting at. I think it'll hold up. So I didn't do that the last panels that on the rest of the truck. I didn't really wet sand much on those, but I think I'm gonna do it with this bed just to see if it makes a difference. I think the most I ever sanded these down was 400, and I had some comments saying that you really need to get a little finer grit than 400, so we're gonna try 800. I don't think there's no reason to go finer than 800 on primer, because I'm gonna have to spray over it with sealer. You can't really sand that sealer, but by the time I get around to painting it, I'm gonna have to scuff that sealer up and respray it anyway, so I have to do that to get the paint to adhere to it. So anyway, I've been rambling for nearly 3 minutes, so let's get this thing wet sanded and see what it does. Well, there's nothing much more boring than watching somebody sand, but I thought I'd bring you along. Let's see how this paper did. Now what I did, I just wrapped it in a block, and it's sticky, but it ain't really sticking too good. If this don't work, I'll just dry sand it. And all we're looking for is to get the yellow off, right? That's all we want to do. We don't want to go through the primer if we can help. I don't know if this is really what I needed. I can already tell I got some low areas. Right in here is a little bit low. I guess I might need to go down to a 400, but I'm pretty sure I don't have any 400 wet dry. I'm getting more wet than dry over here. This might be a mess. It's kind of cool today too. Not really ideal weather to be wet sand and water. It's 51 today. I can really feel this paper dripping. thing, and the wind's blowing. Another reason why you want to spray this guide coat on, make sure you sanded everything. And I didn't spray any up here on the top of the bed, so I might make sure I get it. I see a lot, a little bit close to getting through on the edge. I almost feel that low spot right. You can almost see this high spot. Remember that high spot that was in that other video right here? That's high. That's causing this to be low. Now, do I want to sand that down and put some body filler on that? Not really. But I don't know, I can feel that high spot right there. I might need to take a hammer and beat that in and put a little body filler on that. I can definitely feel a little bit of high spot. I really don't want to have to reprime this thing, but you know, it is what it is. If I have to, I have to. Go up here on it's really easy to get through the primer on these edges. It's really easy to cut through clear when you wet color sanding on the edges too. I know that for a fact. I've been there and done that a few times. Yep, I definitely got some low spots. I see a little spot here that's going to have some putty. There'll be another low spot right in there. I ain't sure this is really, there ain't much left of this paper. I ain't really sure that this is made for wet or dry. I don't know. It ain't coming apart though. And it's pretty strong. Just 800 grit. It probably just ain't got a whole lot of grit to it. Maybe I should have done this one. Maybe 400 grit. And then it went back over to 800. I don't know. Still learning. Trying different things. This truck's more like a test situation for me. Learning on this truck so I can do my other truck. Because I want to do it the same way. Of course, ain't going to be near as much body work, I hope. But painting wise, sanding wise. A low spot right there, looks like. Panel's really been a pain to get straight. Well, I ain't gonna make y'all watch all this, so. That's cold too. I may have to turn this heater on. So anyway, we'll bring it back when we get done. So it took me about an hour, I guess, to do this thing, and I definitely got to go back and hit a few spots. Of course, I got a little heavy on the line here, but it's got a low spot close by. That's the reason I got down to it. But you know, I got a little bit of a low spot right here, a little bit right here, a little bit right in here, Got a high spot, but I think them will be alright. Got a little low spot right here. If I can see that yellow right there or not. Not riled about the yellow guide coat. I've got some black ordered. So that next one will be black. One thing I do like about the guide coats is like that right here. You can see these little pinholes pretty easy. You just go back and putty that. I never got this thing. Got all the guide coat off this thing. It was really a pain. Good. And of course this right in here was sure enough hard. Something about that contour of this thing, that block just will not get in there good, so I end up taking my hand double my paper. I did go with 600 grit. I found some 600 wet dry, and so I used 600 on the back half because that 800 was just not cutting the mustard. It's just too fine. But I see a lot left. See if I can get it to focus. There it is. You see a lot of yellow up in here. I may end up having to go back and get this again. Remember this top part here, I did not do any body work at all through here. And it looks good. It feels good. I got the top of the bed. I got the front. Got around the back light and around this. So I think just a little bit of putty here and there. See a little pinhole right there. Just smear a little putty on. I believe it's gonna be good enough. I'm not that picky about it. It don't appear to be wavy. That's the main thing. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna get some putty smeared on these places tonight. Hopefully I'm gonna get around to sealing this thing Sunday. Sunday it's supposed to be back up about mid-60s. So if I can get it sealed, if I can get it flipped over, I got to do some work on the back side to finish sealing it and get some help to hang it on my tree yonder. Hopefully we'll get it sealed up, and I've got a bunch of other projects to do before I start on the other bedside. We have got to get a lot fence built out here, or rebuilt, and I got to get ready to plant a garden. Not to mention I got to put out 2 tons of fertilizer, 50 pounds bags of, on about 12 acres of hayfield. So I'm afraid after this Sunday, probably not going to see too many videos for a few weeks. But until then, guys, thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe if you haven't. And girls.